My name is Takeru Koyama. I was brought by a senior coworker to a certain cabinet. You probably don't come to this kind of store often, huh? Yeah, I don't. You're very hardworking, so you should really relax and unwind from time to time like this. I'll pay today, so let's have fun. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Excuse me, you're here again, Suzuki-san? I'm so happy.
I just want to see you again, Nana-chan. Just kidding.
You say that, and your wife is gonna chew you out.
You got me.
And this gentleman is?
He's a younger coworker from me. His name is Koyama.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nana. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Nana-chan here is the #1 girl of the office. You're lucky that she's talking to you when it's your first time here. It really is an honor.
You're kinda cute.
Nana, huh? She really is pretty, isn't she? Koyama doesn't have a girlfriend and he's spending his days off all alone and lonely. It's a waste, right? I've actually been thinking about getting a dog recently because I'm too lonely. I've actually always liked dogs. I always go to the park just to relax sometimes, so whenever I see dogs walking around, I can't help but to ask to pet them. I actually have a pup too. A toy poodle. She is so cute. That's awesome. My apartment won't allow us pets, so I actually can't get one right away. If I want to get one, I'll probably have to move. Well, if you do get a pet, then you'll probably lose the will to find a girlfriend even more than you already have. You might be right about that. Nana, if you know someone who might be a good fit, can you introduce her to Koyama? He's seriously hardworking and diligent and is really good at his job, so he's a great catch. He's super trusted at work and, oh yeah, we haven't told you where we work yet, huh?
Yeah, you haven't? You haven't told me yet, but...
Phone call? I'm actually out drinking with a coworker.
You should come home from time to time without drinking all night.
Okay, I'll come home, relax.
Sounds like it's his wife.
Yeah, I guess so. Sorry, Koyama, I gotta go home now, so here, take this money. You can have fun on your own, okay? Huh? Hang on, wait! See you at work, buddy! I was at the store for the first time, and I was really worried about what to do, but Nana took the lead of the conversation, so I was actually really surprised at how much fun I had.
Haha, you're really interesting, aren't you, Koyama-san?
You think so? I lose track of time when I talk to Nana. And then a man showed up at the store who looked like a regular employee. His voice seemed very familiar to me. I'm here again.
Oh hey, Okuma-san. I swear I knew you'd come tonight too. I've been waiting for you.
You've been waiting for me the whole time? I'm so incredibly popular, like usual. That voice. No, wait, is that Takeru? Makio. I knew it. I really ran into him at a place like this, huh? Small world. His name was Makio Okuma. He's a classmate of mine from middle school. Fancy running into you here, huh?
You two know each other?
We were in the same class in middle school.
Oh, so you two must have got along well.
Nah, I was the popular guy, and a first-string basketball player, but this guy was a nerdy guy who always liked playing on his computer. If I were first string, then this guy is probably like third string. You always listened to anything I told you. There's probably a good reason why we met here, so maybe I'll have you be my grunt again, huh? Relax, man, I'm just joking. You started working as soon as you dropped out of high school, right? Yeah, I did. When I was in middle school, my father passed away from an illness, so I didn't have the financial luxury of being able to go out of high school and focus on studying. I immediately started working to help out around the house financially. I can't believe that a dropout is my classmate. Though, by the way, unlike him, I'm totally elite, so I went to one of the most elite academies in my hometown. I even graduated K University for college, too.
Woo! Did you want a different seat, Okumasa?
No, I'm okay here. Oh yeah, do you know where I work, by the way? No? Right, you don't know. Well, I actually found work at Scatoko Ltd right after that. Pretty big company, huh? I see. Scatoko Ltd is a software development firm. We've recently fallen under the foreign company Coinlabo, and, well, things have gotten better for its employees. I'm sure that we're gonna be international very, very soon, and then, well, I might have to go overseas for business, too.
Overseas? Wow, how amazing and incredible!
He's just constantly bragging, but Scatoko Ltd, huh? That's, surprising. But it's interesting that you're at a store like this. You never know what's gonna happen in life, I guess. Well, a senior employee actually brought me here today, and... Huh? You mean that you actually managed to find a decent job when you're just a frickin' dropout?
Okuma-san, I think you're being a little too rude, even if you're his old classmate.
It's fine. He's not able to talk back to me at all. I got a crappy company where you're able to find work at when you're just a loser with no educational background, huh? Tell me. Or what, are you lying about being employed? Yeah, I bet that's what it is. There's no way that you could possibly find a real job like everyone else. I'm sure that you're probably just a shut-in and living a geeky, nerdy life. No, I really did find work. Well then, tell me, where do you work? I probably won't be able to recognize it because it's so trashy, though.
I don't think that you should be asking about where Oyama-san works.
I guess it's too dinky and small to be able to tell me, huh? You're so kind as usual, Nana-chan. Trying to cover for a guy like this? If you're able to join the company, then it must not be that big of a deal at all, huh? I'm sure that the person who introduced you to this store is probably around the same low level as you, huh? I'd appreciate it if you kept my coworkers out of this. Well then, just tell me where you work. Give me a name. Coilabo Co. Limited. Huh? What did you say? Koi Labo Company. Wait, you're actually able to joke about things like that now, huh? Okay, where do you actually work? I told you I work at Koi Labo. Dude, come on. Enough with these stupid jokes, they're not funny. I'm not joking at all, I'm being serious. You realize that Coilabo is now our parent company, right? An international company, a massive company? There's no way that you'd be able to find work at a place like that. Stop lying through your teeth.
I think he's telling you the truth.
Huh? You're gonna say that too, Nana? You really don't have to keep up with this idiot's lies.
Well, Oyama-san has his company pin. It's the logo of Coilabo.
Huh? Logo? It is! That's the mark for Coilabo. But that just means you have a pin. That means nothing else. Dude, how much do I have to convince you? It's possible that you're just borrowing someone else's to try and be a hotshot at the cabaret, right? Yeah, I wouldn't do that, and I didn't even think about it. Well then, how about this? Koilabo business cards! Your name is clearly on here, and, You finally done? No, maybe this is just someone with the same name, and,
This is kind of cringy to watch, Okuma-san. And who cares where he works? It's not like it changes the value of a person.
But no! There's no way that this prick is working at our parent company. I went to a better college than he did. Why the heck were you able to find work there when you're just a dropout? Did you cheat or something? Nothing like that. After I dropped out, I just started doing whatever I possibly could, so I started working part-time. In the midst of that, the Japan branch of Koilabo was looking for a data entry clerk, so I was always pretty good at computers, so I tried applying. Then I got lucky, and they appreciated my work, so they started giving me other tasks as well. Eventually, I started making simple tools that we could use in the office, and the higher-ups caught wind of that. Koilabo, being a foreign company, didn't actually care about my age or what they did. They only cared about what I actually brought to the company. They hired me as a formal employee. I see, but even so, that is totally unfair. They hired you, some dropout, when I went to K University? A company that nice doesn't even suit you, you prick. Don't you dare think that you can stay at Koilabo forever. I have my own plans too.
Okuma-san, you're going to leave?
I can't drink with this prick around.
I'm so sorry, Oyama-san. I'm sure that must have been quite unpleasant.
No, it's not your fault, Nana. And besides, I knew that Makio was that kind of person. That weekend, I was just walking at my nearby park to refresh my mood. Then...
Huh? Oyama-san?
Yeah, that's me, but,
Oh, right, I'm sorry. There's no way you could tell who I was. You met me at the store.
Oh, Nana?
Ah, thank God you remembered.
I couldn't tell who you were since you look completely different when you're in regular clothing.
You know, you're totally right.
She seems so innocent and pure. I like this version of her too. Wow, what an adorable little pup!
Her name is Chocola. It's rare for her to be okay with someone this new. Maybe you two have good chemistry.
Huh? You think so? There, good girl.
You said you came to walk it to the park often, but I didn't realize it was this park.
Yeah, I kinda just like to think to myself or hang out and not do anything here.
I often walk here with Chocola as well.
Then I guess I might see you around again, huh?
Yes, I'll be looking forward to it.
A few days later, I was suddenly called up by my boss. I'm sorry to call you up in the middle of all your work. I need to talk to you about something important. What is it, sir? You know that Scato Co. Limited is actually one of our companies? Yeah? Well, Scato's employee said that he was being oppressed by you, and he's feeling emotionally distressed because of it. Huh? Do you have any idea who might be saying that and why? I haven't the slightest clue. Well, he's actually here today. He says that he wants to explain it in person. He's here? Who is it? I don't remember talking like that to anyone, but wait a second. Can I call him in here? Yeah, sure. Come on in. Excuse me. Makio? I know it. From what I hear, you two are actually classmates from middle school. Yeah, and I'm so disappointed that this is what it's come down to. Can you tell me in detail what's going on? Well, the other day I happened to run into Koyama coincidentally. I was really happy to see him since it had been so long, but he continued to brag about how he was at my parent company and berate me and call me names, and then he started giving me weird orders. What? He was talking about how if I didn't listen to what he said, then he was gonna make it so that I couldn't stay at the company anymore. It was really grueling. I couldn't believe that this kind of person was at the finest company, Koi Labo.
What do you think about that, Koyama?
I never did any of that. I'm sure that the person who did it forgets about it, but the victim always remembers. Makio's just coming up with a bunch of bogus, but Koi Labo's a foreign company. They're very sensitive to this kind of matter. I gotta prove my innocence. Afterwards, in order to further conduct an investigation, Suzuki was also called up.
Koyama would never do anything like that.
This gentleman left first, so I don't think he knows about what happened.
Yeah, I left early, but... Suzuki, I understand that you may want to cover for Koyama, but if you weren't there to see it, then it's not convincing.
I'm not trying to make a big scene about this either. I just thought that Koyama was actually a good friend. I was just so shocked that he would treat me like that. When I think about how he's at this company, well, it gets more emotionally painful for me to continue working. So if he quits the company, then I think that I'll be able to organize my thoughts a little better. What? Huh? Hold on, are you telling me that you want me to quit? Well, it's probably better for your own good to just resign than me, because, any kind of problem is going to court. No. I am not going to quit my job over some bogus that I don't recall at all. You're not gonna listen to what I'm saying? You were so calm when you were in middle school. Do you realize how long ago that was? Sir, I would never do any of that. I wouldn't say anything oppressive, and I didn't say anything horrible or order him around. Can you please conduct a thorough investigation to prove who's being truthful in this?
That was the plan originally anyways. Okuma, are you okay with that?
When you say investigate, what do you,
Well, first we have to report to my boss and your boss. Then, in order to make this fair, we have to have a third party also look over the facts.
That's a bit dramatic.
It's not dramatic at all. If what you're saying is true, it's a big problem. That's the bare minimum of what we can do. You don't want this all to be murky either, right, Okuma?
Yeah, sure, but hypothetically, what if you can't confirm any facts?
Well, that's also going to be a big problem in and of itself. If you were just lying and trying to throw one of our employees under the bus, that would be very bad. But you wouldn't do that, right?
Right, sure. Takeru, I'm not the devil. I'll give you a chance. Huh? A chance? If you just apologize, then I'll forgive you. You don't want it to be a big fuss either, right? Come on. I'm not going to apologize when I didn't do anything wrong. Fine, then I'll just let all of it go. Huh? You're my best friend, so I wouldn't say anything, so I'll just let this all go and pretend it never happened. I'm not gonna just let this go after you tried to frame me. We're gonna make sure that this is all crystal clear. The compliance department quickly caught wind of this, and a third party conducted a thorough investigation. The cabaret girls who were there at the time also got interviewed, and Makio was quickly found out. Makio was heavily warned and ordered to not cause any more problems, but he must have been too embarrassed because he resigned, almost as if to run away. Afterward, I visited Nana's store from time to time with Suzuki and slowly started becoming friendly with Nana. I'm sorry about the investigation from before.
Oh, please, it's totally fine.
You really helped me out, though.
But man, that guy was something else.
I still run into Nana from time to time at the park. I basically go to the park to try and run into her at this point. The weather's so nice today that Chocolat seems really happy, too.
Yes, he does, doesn't he?
We talk more, but I don't think that I can get any further than this. Nana's probably really popular, so she won't pay any attention to me. But Chocolate's so cute every time I see her. I'm sure that it would probably be so healing to come home to a pup like her after I'm exhausted from work.
Then, did you want to live with me?
Huh?
I've always kind of had a thing for you from the moment I saw you. You just seem so sincere and loyal. Would you be interested in going out with me?
Yeah, I was thinking about you as well, Nana. And that's how we started dating. By the way, as for what happened to Makio after that, his pride was too much for his own good, so he couldn't find a new job. He'd been running around trying to borrow money from friends, but he always had a personality that looked down on people, so no one actually helped him out. He's now isolated and alone. I was supposed to be an elite! Why? As for us, we moved to a larger apartment where we can now have pets and live happily together with 2 people and a pup. The weather's so nice. Want to go to the dog park after this?
Yeah, that sounds good.